Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to jump on and talk about how to really lower your stress and get rid of that excess cortisol, especially when you have gained some weight, perimenopause, into menopause, get that tire right around your midsection. I do these videos just to educate women more on their hormones and body and how you can use your whole food nutrition in alignment with your hormones to get and keep a better result. Yes. I'm the author of the book, The Female Fat Solution, and host of the this is on Amazon, host of the podcast, The Female Health Solution, which is on all places podcast, and I have a YouTube channel that you can subscribe to, which is Dr. Beth Westy. Right now, I'm going to put this in the comments right now before I forget. I have a 12-week menopause challenge that we are starting July 1st. You do not want to miss out on this challenge if you are looking to really do things differently in perimenopause and menopause, such as get rid of that excess cortisol weight that you have gained because your body somehow now is processing stress differently. Yes, that's what happens when you have this big hormonal shift and change. So in the comments, just click the link to get added to the wait list. You don't want to miss out on some of the amazing information that is there. But we start July 1st, so that is coming up. I only take so many women into this group because I do really give each girl, each gal, each woman, each person that one-on-one attention that they need going through this challenge, tweaking and tailoring everything to you specifically so you get and keep the best results possible. So let's look at and talk about this stress and what happens. One of the things too, when women go through this, it's like one of the most frustrating things that all of a sudden your body starts responding completely differently to stress, to cortisol than it did before. Going for a walk or something can be really healthy, but if you're walking too much or too active or you're not letting your body rest and recover, that walk is actually going to cause more stress and an increase in cortisol in your system. Something that you're going to have to recover from. What? Yes. If you have stress at work, it can feel like it weighs on you more, or it actually will add to your weight gain. And that is going to be because your system responds differently now to that stress, meaning your body fat percentage goes up. Again, it is so frustrating. So when we talk about some of the things here, and I'll write some things down to really focus on to help your system handle the stress differently, there's a few other things too to really think about here, is that it's not just what you're doing, but also you have to keep in mind you need to change your mindset on everything as well. You have a whole new body. It responds to things completely differently now. So in terms of really getting and keeping the best results, it's all about really letting your system go through this process and then realizing up here that, yeah, that's okay that I rest more. Yeah. All right. It's different though. It's totally different, right? And it can be a frustrating transition, and you don't have to like it, but learn to accept that this is your new system now. And when you do get yourself more rest, rest is key. Sylvanas, rest is key. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Game changer, right? And when you realize, oh, holy crap, yes, I am getting the right amount of rest. Yes, I am letting my body really recover. I'm not letting that cortisol get out of control. It changes everything from there. It really, really, really does, honestly. Okay, so let's talk about some key things you can start implementing right away to really handle and battle stress differently. Of course, the one thing I talk about like every day for everyone, the first thing here I'm going to talk about is getting the right protein for you. Now, this is something that I actually tailor the amount for each person in the 12-week menopause challenge. I tailor the amount of protein you're getting because it does need to be the right amount for your system. Women in menopause need more protein. It takes more protein to do the same job that protein used to do in your body and system when you're in menopause. Yeah. So you need to have more protein overall, more than you were eating before. And then if you have excess stress, you need more on top of that. And now you're probably thinking, well, what else am I going to eat? Do I get to eat anything else besides protein? Or should I just, be like, I'm like picturing the Flintstones right now of carrying around like one of those enormous like turkey leg things. So I'm talking about like, that's all you're going to eat all day. Just protein. Fred Flintstone style. Eating all the protein. But again, this is something where, again, if you're wondering about what's right for you or want to really look at the next step for that, click on that link for the 12-week menopause waitlist, and we'll chat about that. But getting enough protein really does step your system into the next level to handle that increase in stress. So keep that in mind there. You're going to want protein. You're going to want to make sure that you're giving your liver enough support, because handling all that excess hormone, handling that excess cortisol, all that other stuff, your liver has to metabolize and process that. So if you're not supporting your liver on a regular basis, then you're going to need to focus on doing liver support so that it does help flush that excess hormone out and deal with that. Now, of course, too, and you guys are probably thinking, well, how about decreasing the stress? Sure. Do all the things to decrease the stress. Absolutely. You know, self-care, massages, acupuncture, all of it, meditate, you know, all like diffuse essential oils in your home. Like there's so many things to decrease. Like those are all the things that I'm sure you're probably thinking of, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, maybe not. But again, this is what I work with when I work with women, and we go through the entire list. I skip over some of that stuff because if you Google it, that's usually the first stuff that comes up when it talks about de-stressing. So the women I work with are educated, right? You're smart, you're resourceful. You probably Googled something, right? Yes. So let's talk about some of the other in-depth things. What's the next level stuff? That's what I do. Next level. That's what this is. But of course, you know, a lot of times I will forget those things too. I'll be totally honest. If I'm under some stress, I'll be like, ah, and I'll remember to eat protein, but maybe I'll forget to like spend some extra time meditating or giving myself that extra rest. Yes. Okay. So but that's liver support is next. And then the last thing to think about is adding extra antioxidants into your system. This can make a huge difference. So this is an example. Goji berries, these are also called wolfberries. I got these at Costco. I am not sponsored by Costco yet. Wink, wink, Costco. Talk about Costco all the time. I love it. But look at this. Goji berry, fully charged. I don't know what that means. But it's a super snack. It is a super snack because it's super good. And this is dried fruit. Like, so the berries, they have a picture of the berries on the back, what they look like. But these are what people call like a superfood, right? Wolfberry is not as, I refer to them as wolfberries, but goji berries are just, you know, they look and taste kind of like craisins. Craisins are a little more tart than these, but this is all they are. They're like this big. And they're chewy, and they're like little craisin things. That's it. And yeah, you can get them at the store. You can order them on Amazon. Again, I got these at Costco, and a serving is a quarter cup. So having a quarter cup of these a day is going to boost antioxidants. I mean, the antioxidant amount in these is incredible. So along with all the other superfood stuff that you're eating, you know, leafy greens, you're eating spinach and kale and all that other good stuff. Super duper. Yeah, all the high dense nutrient food. Throw these in here because the antioxidant amount in here is incredible. And that's going to help your system handle and deal with stress. Is this one of those things where you're going to like feel it right away? You know, placebo effect maybe. Protein, if you start increasing your protein, within a few days you'll start to notice, I got more energy, I'm feeling better, this is great. Liver support, oh yeah. Does your waistline shrink right away? No, but it will start to because the right liver support and the right protocol. Antioxidants, do you feel them like right away? Is it like, oh look, I'm eating a goji berry. Yes, all the magic antioxidant stuff is happening now. No. But if you start incorporating this regularly for a few weeks, you will notice that you feel better, that your body's handling stress better. There's a lot of little things like this that built up over time make a really big impact on your system. And again, when you are in menopause, perimenopause, menopause, it's these little things that make a big difference overall because your body and system needs new and different things to really function at its best now because it's a new and different body than what it used to be because the hormones are different, right? Yeah. So, I mean, super easy and simple. You can eat them as a snack. I like to eat them as a snack because I like how chewy they are. You can add them to your breakfast. You can, sprinkle them on top of a shake. You know, there's almost like no wrong way to eat them. Whatever. Yeah. They have a sweet flavor to them. Yeah, they're good. They're really good. So just something easy and simple. And I wanted to mention these again as an antioxidant. But in terms of battling that stress, yes, all the meditative things, yes, all those other things, right? But if you're not adding in these things too, so I think of it like this. You need to really work with that stress. It's because if you've had a really stressful life, gone through some life changes, oh my God, I have worked with women that have had divorces take like 6 years. Yeah, can you imagine? I can't even fathom having a divorce take 6 years. Heartbreaking and like horrifically, you know, just rips you apart, and the battle that happens and that length of time, like what it tears you, right? And this one gal I worked with, again, it was that 6 years, and she's like, well, that was a while ago, you know, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and she, you know, was getting married again, and she had a great life now and all that stuff. And I was like, well, the way she was talking about her issues, I was like, it sounds like your body's still in that fight or flight though. And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, then that's something that we can work on a ton. Let's improve on that. Let's switch that around. And that was it. Like really focusing, even though it was a while ago, that it ravages your system if you were under stress for a long period of time. So work on it from the outside in and inside out. You got to hit it from both angles. Outside in is that meditation, right? Getting massages, you know, taking Epsom salt baths, like everything else in your environment that you change, you know, and that self-care. From the inside out is also just as important, and that's the protein, liver support, and the antioxidants. So, all right, kind of a fun new way to think about working with your system, outside in and inside out. Yes. All right, so that's what I got for you guys today. Again, if you found this helpful, I would so love and appreciate you sharing it with someone you know that could really use this message. And click that link. Get on the wait list for the 12-week Menopause Challenge. You don't want to miss out on some of the amazing fun things that are in there. And again, we start July 1st. July 1st. Yes, I'm super, super excited. Woo. All right, let me know if you guys have any other questions. Otherwise, I will see you later.